Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Honors to all our brothers who are fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith. And Shalom to all the sincere believers. Now, this lesson is going to be based on this fire that destroyed a historic Edgerton Supper Club, and 2 firefighters were injured. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, get some precepts, and Lord's will, you're edified. It says, Lake House Inn, located in Edgerton, was completely destroyed in a fire Sunday evening. Deputies from the Rock County Sheriff's Office, along with fire personnel, were dispatched to the scene at approximately 8:28 p.m., according to a press release. When emergency responders arrived at the address on East Hotel Drive, they found the business completely consumed by fire. The building was unoccupied at the time of the incident, as the business was closed. Multiple callers reported the fire could be seen from the back of the restaurant, portions of the buildings, and eventually reporting fire through the roof above the kitchen area. The fire quickly spread through the kitchen and restaurant portions of the building, encroaching on the 3-story bar and hotel portions. Multiple fire lines were used from the back and front sides of the buildings, but heavy winds overpowered the efforts of firefighters to keep the fire contained. 2 lakeside firefighters and paramedics were hurt when they came in contact with an outside air conditioning unit that had been energized and suffered minor injuries from electric shock. Both firefighters were cared for immediately by personnel on scene, including a trauma doctor from Mercy Healthcare who responds on larger incidents for the fire units and was already on scene. Both firefighters were held in one of Lakeside's ambulances for observation and were later released to return to firefighting efforts. The roof and second floor over the kitchen collapsed into the first floor just before 9:30 p.m., and the fire continued moving through the building and into the bar and former hotel section. The fire was ruled under control at 11:04 p.m., although fire crews continued to fight hotspots until approximately 12:52 a.m. The owner of the restaurant reportedly told fire personnel that the business was open earlier in the day for the Packer game, and after cleaning up, he was the last person to leave the building at approximately 6 p.m. Fire and Sheriff's Department personnel requested assistance from the Wisconsin State Fire Marshal's office, who arrived on scene Monday morning. Preliminary investigation suggests the fire originated in the kitchen area of the building. The incident remains under investigation, with additional investigation resources being brought in over the next week to continue to narrow down the exact area of origin and cause. Lakeside Fire led the response effort, with numerous other fire agencies providing mutual aid to battle the fire. Law enforcement agencies including Wisconsin State Patrol, Edgerton Police Department, and Milton Police Department also responded to assist with the emergency response. Despite the extensive response from multiple agencies, officials have determined the business is a total loss. The cause of the fire has not been determined, and the investigation remains ongoing. Due to its age, the structure did not have automatic fire sprinklers. Local residents mourn the loss of the beloved supper club. Everyone we gather shares stories about not only the history of the building, but everybody became fast friends every time anybody was there visiting the place, said Brent Hempstead. Said, yeah, my kids worked there all the way through probably middle school and high school, and my daughter is back there working now. Went upstairs and my daughter called me and said she's heard there's a fire at Lake House. I looked out my front window and seeing the flames, I immediately got dressed and went up there, and it was fully engulfed in flames, said Cheryl Hansen, who worked at the supper club for 20 years. Yeah. So this is what the Heavenly Father is doing, destroying these historic sites historic bars, historic restaurants, historic museums, historic churches, you know, just, family businesses. The Lord is using fires to destroy these places. Isaiah 29:6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. And that's what happened. That business got destroyed by a fire, a devouring fire. And it didn't matter how many firefighters showed up, they were not able to save it. Just like there is no saving America itself. Just like all these historic businesses are being burned down, America itself is going to be burned down via thermonuclear fire. James 4:9. Be afflicted and mourn and weep. Let your laughter be turned to mourning and your joy to heaviness. And that's right. And this especially applies to these Edomites, these so-called white people, because they thought that once Donald Trump got in office, that things were going to be better for them. They really thought that Donald Trump was going to save America and he was going to make America white and take out all the brown people, and that's just never going to happen. The Lord is going to erase this wicked place right off the face of the earth. There is no making America great again. This place is going to continue to be hit with heavy judgments. And these Edomites in particular are going to continue to suffer, having to watch their precious America get destroyed, and there's nothing that they can do about it, because the Heavenly Father himself is against this wicked place, and he is against them. So all these Edomites can do is sit back and mourn and weep as the Lord destroys this wicked place. There is no winning for these Edomites. There is no happy ending. There is no riding off into the sunset after all the wickedness that they have done and continue to do to this day. These Edomites are going to reap what they've sown, and they deserve every bit of it. It's a beautiful thing to witness. These Edomites losing everything. And they're going to lose a whole lot more in these last days. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. In closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakudash, the Wadi Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to our brothers who are still firmly pushing the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to all the sincere believers. Hope you all stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up, and Adawan Ratazah. Till next time, Shalom.